What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relay reverse rants, no hate. Now, I want you guys to listen to something. And this is not to make fun of this guy. Y'all know me. If I was making fun, I'd say it. I want to show you just, how long Wilder fans have been lying to people, how long he's been lying to people, and this facade that he puts on. And now that his aura of invincibility has been broken, okay, and that was starting with Fury. But fanboys and others alike try to make it sound like this guy's invincible. Well, I forget the guy's name, but he made a video saying that, not even a video, he actually, he tweeted something saying, or he did an interview, but it was a tweet that was read, or an article, and he said he diagnosed Deontay Wilder as someone that has mental health issues. Okay, it's not hard to see it in people. Remember Blue Blood made that video? Ranted and, this guy's irresponsible. How could he say that Deontay Wilder is diagnosed, with mental health issues without diagnosing them, and right? All this shit. Wilder got people speaking on his behalf. It's not true. Champ chilling. I remember them lying, talking about Champ was in top shape. They showed a video talking about, look at Wilder. People was, oh shit. This motherfucker all the time got a low haircut when at the time he had long ass dreads. And they so stupid that they didn't even realize, man, this is an old picture. You can even see the difference in his face. Everything. And I'm like, wow. Now, Aries was lying about the costume being 40 pounds, too heavy. He had no legs. Never said that. That video resurfaced. And I played it, and all the Wilder fans shut the fuck up and ran like they always do, tuck their tail and hide. Okay? I was lying about the mental health issue situation where I heard this guy say, and I think I played that one too. Same thing, but it's been a minute. And I just want to show you, see, this dude has said some things and done some things, and he's a hypocrite. So I don't feel sorry for him for losing. I don't feel sorry for nothing. For what? You lost, okay? I'm going to get into that a little bit, but let me play this because he never said he had mental health issues. Blue Blood jumped to his defense. Dante's Boxing Nation, all these other channels jumped to his defense that he didn't have depression. That's not true. His man got up there and lied. I remember the guy, I forget his name, went on Counterpunch Boxing, and I told everybody, hey, watch Counterpunch Boxing tonight because he's interviewing the guy. I forget the guy's name, whatever. But the guy was, people was even questioning, do he even know Deontay, right? Because it's like you never see them at the same time. But it was like Champ never said that. The outfit was too heavy. All that got misconstrued. Then all of a sudden, when the video resurfaces, that's exactly what he said. And I said, Deontay's a liar. Why? Because he said it. And he's allowing this guy to sit here and lie. He did say that shit. But see, the problem with fanboys is they lift. Yeah, they lift it up, find them two little round balls, put their nose right there, and just rub their face in them. Anything for you, King. People be in the comments calling him King Wilder. Wilder's a god, all this, okay. Well, pretty much, I wouldn't even want people around me that's like that. But truthfully, listen to the words out of Wilder's mouth. And then I want you to hear, I'm going to play about 2 minutes and 10 seconds. This video is like 13 minutes and 46 seconds long. Now, this is from a channel called Boxing Zone. So if you want to watch the whole video, hey, but it's called Boxing Zone. I want y'all to hear this. See, because I speak facts and truth. I don't say things that I want to be true. If I don't know, then why would I say it? Okay, y'all, check this out.
Very rocky for me, to the point where I lost my family, to the point where I had a gun in my lap where I was ready to commit suicide myself, Those thoughts come to your head. We're all human. Those thoughts come to anyone's head that's going through some type of depression, going through different things in their lives. You feel like the only way to end all this is to take your life. This man ain't have no kids. Understand, man. Y'all don't fucking understand what we go through, man. And I don't even know him like that. If he can't do it no more, then what? Who pays the bill? Because we all know when you lose and when it ain't going right, those same people that when you win, they kiss you and say they love you. ain't there for you no more. What he at? Demand respect at all times. Every fighter that step in the ring, I don't care what the record is. I don't care who they are or where they come from. It demands respect, because if not, then you see things like that happen. Devastating, making history and stuff like that, but how much that man gonna suffer?
Deontay Wilder's devastating loss to Joseph Parker was compounded by a horrific incident that occurred after the fight. Sources close to Wilder say that the former heavyweight champion attempted suicide in his hotel room after the fight. Wilder was found by his trainer, Malik Scott, and rushed to a hospital. He is currently in stable condition. Wilder's camp has not released a statement on the incident, but it's clear that the loss to Parker has taken a severe emotional toll on the fighter. Wilder has spoken openly about his struggles with depression in the past, and it's possible that the weight of his recent defeats and the uncertainty of his future in the sport led him to seek solace in the wrong way. This incident is a stark reminder of the mental health challenges that professional athletes face.
Now, I'm going to stop it right there. When I finish this video, I will watch the rest of it. Like I said, this is from the Boxing Zone. So it's like 13 minutes and 46 seconds long. Now, I haven't heard anybody else talking about it, right? But they will. Now, my whole thing is, you see people get so emotional. They just like Wilder. So sensitive, crying about shit, right? And his feelings about people he don't know, all that, right? Okay? You don't have to know a person to have compassion for a human life, okay? I'm aware of that, okay? But this dude is so in his feelings, and so is his fans, because the second somebody hear anything about Wilder, that's not true, he never said that never happened, then the truth comes out. And then they get quiet. And instead of understanding, damn, these people are actually speaking the truth, they just don't see this guy the way we do. But I have no reason to be angry at these people and dislike them. And no. So, this is what happens now. When I said that Wilder said that, about trying to take his life, had a gun to his head and all that, because his daughter was sick, he lost his family, and okay. And it's because of her he didn't do it, is what he said. Okay, that's what the rest of what other things that he said in that particular video. Now, as far as him trying to take his life after the Parker fight and all that, hey, you see people, oh no, man, that ain't true. I don't know. I just heard that right there. And you want to know what? I don't hear Malik Scott, Deontay Wilder, or nobody else saying that this isn't true. It's false. Now, remember, if you guys, I don't know if you did watch the video, but I played a little clip from 7-8 Sports. And I told you, man, this dude sound like he got no teeth, or like he had a terrible lisp. I've never in my word listened to Deontay Wilder and heard a lisp, but I could definitely hear it, right? Now, I don't know. It could be nothing. I'm not trying to make it into anything, but he definitely didn't even sound like the same person, right? Now, check this out, though. Deontay Wilder, out of his own mouth, said he tried to take his own life. And, hey, when you go through depression, that could happen, and you know it, right? But, nah, he never said that, man. Champ chilling, champ good. Same guy that Kurt DeVille interviewed came out of his face and said he denied. See, Kurt asked him questions. He answered the questions, but he lied about them. And also, this is part of what I'm saying. When you have yes men around you and people that no matter what you do, they're going to take you aside and act like you did nothing wrong. They have no advice. They have nothing positive other than just kissing. That's not positive. You'll never ever correct what's wrong when nobody tells you you're doing wrong. And maybe he's the kind of person that if you tell him he's wrong, he don't want to be around you. So be it. But that's what I mean. And if you're in a position where you're taking care of a lot of people, well, sometimes they use that against people. Now, I don't know what he does, but Deontay Wilder is a barefaced liar, just like Tyson Fury. That man says things and he acts in ways. His ego is massive. Let me tell you what he said. Another thing he said on 7-8 Sports interview. Okay. He said, now, 7-8 asked this motherfucker a question. He asked him something about, I don't think I played that clip. I played something else. I played, but anyway, he said something about just like this one. I'm gonna go listen to the rest of it afterwards. The same thing I did with 7-8. And what he did was he asked him like, what was the deal? Yeah, that's what he asked him. That it was said that you and AJ had the contract signed to fight already. Like, what's the deal? AJ don't want to fight and all that. Like, no, somebody else want to fight. No, what's the deal with all that? You know, what's the situation, right? Deontay, in typical fashion, man, it's a lot going on, man. Man, you know, they don't want that fight, man. They don't want that fight. Just like always, he doesn't know how to answer a question. He never answered the goddamn question. Like he always does. He tiptoes around it. And because they are minions of his, because they got their nose right up between his cheeks, they don't press him. No, they don't want the truth. They just want whatever he say, that's what we're going to go with, whatever Champ says. Well, this dude actually went on in that interview. You know what he said? He actually said that somebody in his camp overheard. That's what I was putting in the other video. But anyway, that he overheard. Somebody in his camp overheard Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn making plans to duck him. They were talking about retiring. They didn't want to fight him. Listen to this right here, man. Anthony Joshua was not talking about no goddamn retiring. He's talking about fighting for the IBF title. He wants to be a 3-time champion. So he's back there terrified of Waleed and what's going to happen, right? So he's contemplating retirement. What, are you going to retire before the fight? The stupid thing. So anybody in his camp is going to lie for him. So who was it? See, this is the problem with Wilder. Every time he says something, he can't never back it up. He has no proof to support his claim. He just says shit. And these idiots go running with it like it's facts. Okay? He also said, now 7-8 Sports, man, he's in there sucking Wilder off talking about, you know what I'm saying? Wilder said, man, that motherfucker, he was so happy that I lost. And I swear to God, yeah, me too, man. And they had other guys chiming in and they're talking about, yo, yeah, man, I'm so they're dying, man. Like, Anthony Joshua came up to the ground smiling and shit, man, like, that motherfucker was so happy that. And I'm just sitting here like, so y'all reading his mind now. He's smiling because Wilder lost. Okay, whatever. Check this out. Wilder says they're happy because now this is his way out of the fight. How many times we got to bring up how many times that Wilder has turned down fights with Anthony Joshua and admitted that they've been making offers, but he's not interested. And he actually said at one point, ain't about if it's going to happen. It's never going to happen, so don't wait for it. Yeah, because y'all know me. I'll tell you something. Somebody go, he never said that. Then guess what? I'll go dig and search it and I'll find it and make you look stupid like I always do. When he said that, it made me laugh. Why? First off, let's say I don't give a shit if they were happy that he lost. Okay? I don't know. And I think for Eddie Hearn, the smile on his face was more like, he's been trying to build the fight to make it happen. But he always said he don't rate Wilder. Like, Wilder has great power. He'll say he's a great fighter. He'll try to, because why go into a fight saying the guy can't fight, this, that type of thing, right? Now, unless he was to say, look, everybody's comparing him to Joshua. Joshua is the king of this shit here, and I'm getting sick of it. I can't wait for this fight so he can smash him and show that it's him, but it's not Wilder, right? So instead of, but let's just say, if you're going to say something like that, then it's okay. So the fight is being built up as massive because what? The two people involved, right? Well, here's this ego thing. Here's a guy who was champion of the world and was fighting guys that was ranked 100, 200, 300, 400. Yeah, while he was champion. No confidence. Wouldn't fight Klitschko. Wouldn't fight Dillian White. Turned down the fight with AJ. Okay. Tried to freeze Anthony Joshua out by fighting Fury multiple times. And they was smiling and, thinking that everything was all good. Now, here's the funny part. Because I can pull up receipts for this, too. He had the nerve to say Anthony Joshua was happy. 7-8 sitting up there. Yeah, I swear to God, man. I was thinking the same thing. Whatever Wilder says. Trust me, if Wilder go, yo, I got to blow my nose. Open your mouth. Go ahead, champ. They'll do it. They'll do it. So this is what happens. He makes that comment. Do you guys remember when Joshua lost to Andy Ruiz and Wilder was sitting in the chair, grinning and making it? Yeah, man, I told y'all he what y'all think. So he basically was cool with it. He was okay. He went on this. What's the guy's name? Forget his name. He went on this MMA show where they interviewed, MMA fighters and all. I forget the guy's name. Brandon Schwab, I think, whatever. But he went on there. They're sitting there making fun of AJ, talking shit and all or whatever. He's laughing, smiling. Tell him, man, people think he's not what they think he is, man. And, oh yeah, cheesing it up. And you got the audacity, bro, to speak as if they're happy that you lost. Bruh, this motherfucker legs like he got polio on him. He's nothing but a right hand. And he's just not what people say. He got exposed further. He'd been exposed years ago, but he got further exposed by fighting Parker. So when I say, when he steps up, and he's not the only fighter, like I said, just like you see Fulton, now Stephen Fulton is a good fighter, but you see when he stepped up before Inoue, they're on two different levels. And Fulton was talking just as confident as Wilder about how Inoue is not in his level, right? He's just going to outclass him, completely outclass him. What happened? So it's easy to run your mouth, but at least Fulton can fight. Okay. Wilder can't fight. Wilder's average at best, man. Good right hand, patience, and he's just good enough to be a certain level of fighters. Now, in terms of a puncher's chance, I can't stress it enough. That's all he has. That's all he's ever had. Okay? At one time, he had a better jab than he does now because he barely uses his jab, because he think he can knock everybody out. And he doesn't have the fundamentals or the common sense that I'm 6'7", 78 inch reach. I need to keep this jab popping out. But at the end of the day, nothing comes behind the jab but the right hand. All right? You can telegraph his shit. Now, all that being said, y'all, you see how all of these people are sucking him off trying to make him feel good about a loss. They sit there cracking jokes and laughing and trying to, oh yeah, you just got your ass kicked and you laughing like something funny. I was laughing when Parker was beating you all over that ring. Yeah, I was laughing at that shit. And basically, people who don't even like you wanted you to beat Parker. Not because they don't like Joseph Parker. They just wanted the fight to happen between you and AJ. Anthony Joshua made it clear he wanted to be a 3-time world champion. You say that it's an excuse to duck you. All you told people like Andy Ruiz is that he's overpricing himself. All you did was say, no matter where I go, everybody say number one guy they want to see me fight is AJ. So they must know AJ is better than y'all try to give him credit for. Why? Why would you want to see him fight a guy that's trash then, right? Yeah, or they, AJ washed up now. That's what they was thinking. You understand what I mean? He beat him now. Well, y'all had that Hellenius fight stuck in y'all head, and I keep telling y'all, man, y'all get caught up into the wrong things, man. And it gets to the point where the immaturity, the naive bullshit, and the arrogance and the ego, because you have people that don't know shit about boxing, but they're always running their mouth to defend their favorite fighter. It's just like when you're in kindergarten, right? You're in preschool. You play with toys all day. They might have certain little things for a few minutes where you count or do something, and they make it a fun way. And you go to kindergarten, right? And it's very similar. First grade, that's when it starts to become a little different. And you work up, and guess what? As you go up, the work gets harder. Now, how hard you study, how much you pay attention, how sharp you are, determine how hard the work or easy it is to you. Okay? You go all the way up. Intermediate, elementary, intermediate, junior high, high school, then of course college. And guess what? Every level gets harder. So let's just say, for example, you was a good student in the 12th grade, but let's just say you wait 4 or 5 years or whatever to go to college, and now all of a sudden a lot of this shit is not in your head no more because you haven't been doing it. So you knew enough to pass the test, so you gotta refresh yourself, and you're gonna learn a whole lot of new shit, right? But again, depending on the individual, depending on you, determines how hard or how easy it is. It's the same thing in fighting. You fight a certain level of guys, like you fought Luis Ortiz, knowing damn, like I said, man, look, Luis Ortiz wasn't even in his prime when he fought Wilder, and they made all this big noise about Luis Ortiz like he was this dude. Nobody wants to fight him. Man, nobody even knew who the hell Luis Ortiz was. Like you understand? He never achieved nothing. Now, at the end of the day, he was trying to take credit for fighting guys like I fought a guy nobody wanted to fight and I beat him. Okay, if that's what you want to tell yourself, but what stopped you from fighting Andy Ruiz? What stopped you from fighting Anthony Joshua? What stopped you from fighting, F.A. Ajaba? What's stopping you right now from fighting any of these guys? And you sit here and say all these fighters that step in the ring deserve respect. But then you sit and trash your opponents. And in typical Wilder fashion, in front of AJ, it's good to see him again, be in the same room with him, you know what I'm saying? It's been a long time, and this and this and this. Go watch that part and watch how AJ just staring at him with a stone face, staring at him. And I'm telling you, I said this in a previous video. He did all that sucking up to AJ. And, I was wishing him the best, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even if the fight happens, even if it don't happen. You know what I'm saying? But I think it will. Yeah, sounded nervous. Anthony Joshua just sitting there staring at him. Literally staring at him. When Wilder finished his bullshit little statement, Joshua's face looked like, okay. Why? I hear all this shit you be talking, right? Now look at him. When AJ was down, he was walking around with that green belt on his shoulder, that long-ass, stupid-looking trench coat, talking shit, trying to kick the man while he was down, saying he was overhyped, he fought all the easy fights, all this crazy shit he's saying. Yet this man is unified champion, and he got the belts all one at a time. But he fight the easy fights. And of all people in the world, this motherfucker got the nerve to try to critique somebody's resume. This motherfucker was fighting guys when they were undefeated. He was beating guys when they was good. You fight his leftovers years later, and clearly when they're not the same fighter, but you go and fight them, and then they want to compare. Oh, look at what he did to him. How fast whatever. Like I said before, we can make comparisons about so many different fighters. Example, like I said about Alex Stewart. He had 2 bloody wars with Holyfield. Tyson destroyed Stewart. It's like that. Stylistically, certain guys just can't handle certain guys. Stylistically. Even like when people were saying Frazier and Tyson is identical. No, they are so different, man. They're similar in stature. They are so different in terms of their technique and how so different. Seriously. And you know who that comes from? That comes from the people that want to say that Mike is better than Ali. So they say, well, Frazier beat him, and Mike and him is identical. No, they're not identical. They're very different. This video ain't about them, so I'm not going to break down the techniques, but there's so many differences between Frazier and Tyson. So, anyway, you see what I'm saying? When it comes to Wilder, he's one of those fighters that his minions will lie and lie. There's no reasoning. There's no logic. They don't care about the truth. All they care about is what comes out of his mouth or somebody representing him. And even when you pull up receipts, they get pissed. I'd be glad that somebody could show me the truth. So I know I'm sitting here supporting a fraud. And that's exactly what he is. All them damn tears and all the dude. I told y'all a long time ago, I believe Wilder has mental health issues. I'm convinced. This dude could see him just breaking the tears over somebody he don't even know, and just everything about him. He's so sensitive. Remember, he made that comment about, man, I don't like people playing with my emotions. Sounding like a damn woman. Sounding like a woman. This the same dude that told y'all he wanted to experience having a baby. This the same dude that arches back, put his palms on his knees, and twerk. And this is a warrior right here. It's the same dude that told us his 40-pound costume took his legs away. This the same dude that just told us a cryo chamber drained his energy. Malik Scott backed him up on that. Oh, Champ never said that. Where y'all think Malik Scott got it from? Where y'all think Shelly Finkel got it from? Now Malik Scott is confirming it. Okay, what does that have to do with anything? Trying to taint Joseph Parker's victory. That's what he's trying to do. Now, if this man tried to take his life or whatever, I can tell you what, he's taking this shit hard. When AJ lost to Ruiz, he hung around in New York. He's playing basketball. He was just chilling, right? He went through some things. He was trying to keep his mind right. trying to keep his focus, and people wanted to try to kick him when he was down. Wilder was the lead. In fact, if you remember, when Andy Ruiz beat AJ, remember what this motherfucker did? He tweeted some shit about the Bronze Bomber versus Andy Ruiz for Undisputed or some shit like that, right? Seeing his motherfuckers on videos together trying to make fun of AJ. Like I said, he's on these MMA shows, all these niggas just talking shit and trying to tell you I'm better than AJ. I told y'all, there wasn't no need for this fight. He can't beat me. That was his message. All right? Now, he's the one down. He's the one that just got beat. He's the one that fucked up the fight. And this motherfucker is so arrogant, he had the nerve to say AJ should be thanking him for him beating Waleem. So him and 7-8 Sports are saying, they actually said that, yeah, this motherfucker was so happy that you lost, he went back to the old AJ. Went out there and man, it's all due to you. It had nothing to do with him, his training, his effort. So he won no matter what. He couldn't have lost. He could have closed his eyes and just put both hands behind his back and still would have won. He could have just did anything because you allowed him to win. No, stupid. No, that's just dumb. And the fact that this is a 38-year-old grown man saying this kind of stuff, and y'all sit here and support this dude. The dude is a fraud. I mean, honestly, man, it's like, I know many people have tried to just deal with Deontay and ask just who he is and try to with this guy, he man, look, and I don't have to try. Fuck him. Fuck any of these fighters. But this dude is just extra. There is nothing that he says, like I said, he ever brings proof of. There's nothing that he say that's solid. Everything he say, he contradicts it. And when you pull up the receipts, he never ever said he would do a depression. He never, and I said, I think the dude is going through a depression, man. He's out at shooting ranges. He's out, whitewater rafting and the type of stuff that people prescribe for you to do when you're going through a depression. Do things for fun. Do things different to get your mind off of the usual. That's what they do. All that kind of stuff, right? Look, y'all, like he said, yeah, we're all human. People do go through things and people do have thoughts, suicidal thoughts, all kind of stuff. I tell you what, you have people that work with psychiatric patients that go see psychiatrists. Yeah. Right. So in other words, you see psychiatrists going to see psychiatrists. They're advising you what to do, but they have to have somebody tell them. So what does that tell you? So, this ain't about making up anything. We have no reason to. What do we gain? So, for this channel, Boxing Zone, that made the comment that, he tried to take his life after the Parker fight, and that Malik Scott found. And now, how that news get leaked, I don't know. If more people are going to speak about this, which I'm pretty sure people are, but, and in fact, the video itself is actually titled "Wilder Tried to Commit Suicide After Loss Against Joseph Parker," and it says emotional. And like I told you, if you listen to him, though, talking to 7-8 Sports, he was making no sense. He can't answer direct questions. He beats around the bush, and then he gets to the point where, like as usual, his response have nothing to do with the question. And again, they don't press him. And then they add on. They try to tell him what to say by telling him it was this, it was that, and I remember this now, and he just go along with it. So right now, they're his support system, or part of it. They're trying to, talk him into believing that he was cheated because he was given a hard opponent after they all said Joseph Parker sucked. Luis Ortiz would crush him. He would crush everybody that AJ's fought, including Klitschko and all. That's what all these guys, including 7-8 Sports, would say. So I don't care if he was active. Robert Helenius was active, like I said before. 3 straight back-to-back wins, and Wilder wasn't active, but he came back and knocked him out in 1 round. So why didn't that inactivity bullshit? Why didn't that pertain to Wilder that night? And that's the whole point. Look, let's go back to like George Foreman versus Muhammad Ali. George Foreman was said to kill Ali. Ali was 32 years old, which I don't consider old at all. He was only 32 years old. But I remember in training, one of the commentators was saying, like, watching the old video, he was saying, can Muhammad Ali get his 32-year-old body in the type of shape he needs to survive a fight with George Foreman? Made it sound like 32 was 82, right? Okay. When Ali went in that ring, the part you see in the movie, Ali said, like, yeah, that's what happened. That they're walking down the hallway, and he said he's focused and he's coming down, he's looking around. He said his whole team sitting there looking like they're terrified. And Ali said he asked his team, the hell y'all looking so damn scared for, man? He said, I'm the one going in the ring fighting. If I'm thinking like you, how the hell am I going to win? And he said it made him mad because it's like they don't have belief in him. Now, when you hear people say, after Ali had tough fights with Frazier and Norton, why would anybody believe that he would beat George Foreman, right? Okay. Ali answered those questions in the ring. Okay. Here's Ali, not the hardest puncher in the world. You know, lightning fast, reflexes, all that shit. And at this point, this is not the same Ali. He's no longer in his prime, though. He's still great, but not the prime Ali. You understand what I'm saying? And what is he doing? He's in there rope-a-doping. He's landing shots. He's beating Foreman to the punch. When Foreman does land a hard shot, he's like, man, that's all you got. Man, I thought you could punch. He's getting in his head. He's frustrating Foreman. And Foreman is thinking, what? Man, I'm going to kill this guy. And what starts happening is little by little, your confidence starts zapping. Because why? Now I'm getting tired. Because I'm sitting here like a dumbass trying to take his head off with every punch. And this guy's picking me apart, picking the shots, being smart. And what happens? What happens? Lands a combination, drops him, stops him, 10 count. Ali wins. Smarts. Now, people that's saying, oh, just because Joseph Parker beat Wilder doesn't mean that AJ could beat him. Okay. And just because you think that Wilder can beat AJ doesn't mean that he can beat AJ. So when you hear me say, so y'all keep talking about if Wilder lands on AJ, it's over. Like, what's going to happen when AJ lands on him? Then what? AJ, who hits hard as fuck, can't knock him out, but so-called pillow-fisted Fury did. I told you guys, even like when I said Fury's not a big puncher, but if he learns how to sit down on his punches, he can get his weight behind his shots and he can get motherfuckers out of there. Oh man, he just, yeah. Just like Devin Haney. Regis Prograis said he can't punch, but he got dropped by him. Well, then he ended up, well, he got that sneaky power. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, call it what you want. It dropped your ass. Now, what does he have in common with Wilder? Two guys saying, you can't knock nobody out. You can't punch. You got pillows. If you can't hurt me, what happened? Again, Daniel Dubois underestimated Usyk's ability to hurt him. What happened? So, in all of these things that people are saying, trying to make it seem like Wilder's some invincible guy. So yeah, we're going to go with that narrative that if he loses, it's because of some technicality. It's never because his opponent was just better than him. How do y'all expect this man to ever get better when all he do is get excuses and support for bullshit because he acts like an emotional little woman? How is he supposed to get better as a fighter? And you think at 38 he's going to find some trainer or Malik Scott something's going to click and all of a sudden this dude is just a world beater? Nah, man, he waited too long. He waited way too long. So me listening to this man talk, see, it's funny how he always talk like he's so concerned and want to see all the fighters eat and make good money, yet he turned fights down. Ain't that how we eat, right? That's how fighters eat, right? We fight each other. Then he turns around, like I said, he stands in front of Anthony Joshua. He got all this tough shit when he's not in front of Anthony. And we all seen it. I'm not telling you nothing y'all didn't see. But as soon as he's face to face, all of a sudden his tone changes. AJ's sitting there stone facing this dude. He's sitting there smiling, grinning, looking and trying to, nah. You know why he tries to pull that I'm a peaceful guy approach and all that before he make these face-offs? Because he don't want people to put him in a position to say, Wilder, you talk a lot of shit, man. Now you get in front of this dude and you got nothing to say? So he wanted to take the peaceful route so it looks like, oh, he turned over a new leaf or whatever. Or this. Now, all of a sudden, this dude I done heard several videos, several different things of words that came out of his mouth. And basically all the shit he said on 7-8. So if y'all didn't watch it, not to get a bum-ass motherfucker views or whatever, but that's on y'all. Just to, if you want to hear how ridiculous that like, if you listen to it, and this is what I'm saying, they all sound like a room full of children. There's not a man among them. They all sitting up there talking stupid. They can't even admit, man, look, bro, you lost the fight, and that's all it is, a fight. You know, get back up, get back to the drawing board. You know, when Wilder made that comment about back to basics and said he was able to get away with things, not training because how easy he knocking guys out. So when I tell you guys, right, because you fighting these low tier guys, but if you ever grow a set and start fighting the upper echelon fighters, that's going to change. Now, it just so happens he gets 2 elite fighters on his resume, lose to both of them. I don't care what nobody say. He was gifted that draw. Only 2 rounds that motherfucker won was the rounds he knocked Fury down, and aside from that, he didn't win a damn thing. Got beat up in his second fight and completely destroyed in the third one. So even with him being able to knock Fury down, Fury also know, okay, but I can get back up. Okay? No different from Ruiz being able to knock Anthony Joshua down, and he hopped right back up. Had a terrible, disastrous night, will come back in the rematch and destroy him. You watch this man try to imitate what? Try to imitate what AJ did in the Ruiz rematch. And y'all didn't sit there and go, what the fuck are you doing, Wilder? Y'all probably sat there, yo, look at champ on his toe, yo, he looking light, man, let him, yo, and all this shit they said. Wilder looking light on his feet, he looking strong. Now all of a sudden I'm hearing he was too skinny. Oh, I think it might be some truth to that cryo chamber, because yeah, he looked real skinny. This ain't the first time he came in under 214. Y'all heard him say, y'all heard Malik, this is his best weight. This is his ideal weight. This is his unstoppable weight, all this shit. Well, he beefed up to 238, all upper body when he fought Fury, right? In the last fight. And it didn't work. And I said he should have put that on his legs. And he basically just not good enough to beat Fury. And that was all the wrestling and Fury putting his weight on him. Yeah, that's why you needed on them scrawny ass legs. Well, if a 40-pound fucking costume, little Halloween costume, took your legs from a little short walk from a dressing room to a ring, well, what you think a 273-pound dude putting his weight on you is going to do? Huh? What do you think that's going to do? But yet, you get rid of Mark Breland, bring Malik Scott in, and nothing about you has changed for the better. So, yeah, these guys been making up lies forever, man. They fabricate things. And you know, like, I wish somebody would just put a montage, a little compilation together where we could just sit here and from one lie to the next, watch him say one thing and then contradict himself. Just so you all can understand, yo, damn, this dude, because there's a lot of things you forget. A lot of interviews you forget. Saying, you're like, damn, he actually, and you will really understand, damn, now I see why Aries can't stomach this guy. I can't, listen, man, him and Fury are just like, I just can't with them, man. They're just too much alike. They're too much alike. They lie and then they turn around and deny something that we all have footage of. Well, y'all know how it go. A lot of Wilder footage disappears. Yeah. And I will say this to the day I die. Right now on my phone, I still have the information about the Harold Scornia fight. And I can post it and put it up as like a little video where you can see, or I could post them up in the community section where you could read and see what actually happened. And you won't find that fight. Yeah, he got knocked out. And the ref helped him out. Gave him a second chance in the same fight. When Ruiz had him hurt, let me tell y'all something, man. This is why I said they're not fair. They're just selfish. They all about themselves. You see, they said when Wilder dropped Fury, the ref should have automatically waved it off. Why? Of course, man. He was not. No. Why? Because the result is he got up and tore Wilder's ass up. And then he gifted this motherfucker a draw. That's why. Okay? For you to say that, I've seen fights where guys got hit. They didn't get knocked down. Yes, even championship fights. We can pull them up right here on YouTube. And guess what happened? Because it was unanswered punches and the guy just getting hit, and they stop it. That's the referee's job. To protect the safety of the fighter. Not to worry about the boos he's going to get from the crowd. No. They could have easily did that when Ruiz had him hurt. Started the 7th round, what happens? The fucking ref walks over there and the doctor, they checking out. What are they checking on him for? He's not bleeding. He's not cut. What are they checking for? He don't have tape hanging off his glove. Nothing. Nothing. No malfunctions with his trunks. So his trunks not too hot, nothing. What are they over there? What's the purpose of that? Now, that's why I say, let that been Anthony Joshua. And you don't think 7'8" Wilder and everybody would been pointing that out as a factor. But no, it's Wilder, so no. It was nothing. He was just asking me for an Alabama cooking recipe. Yeah, that's all. I was getting some chicken frying lessons. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so everything is always favoritism. 7'8", all them dudes. Come on, man. They already tell you they gonna ride with they people regardless. They don't care. See, but let me show you how full of shit they are. See, 7'8" Sports love talking about black people. Black people. We gotta stick together, man. Black people, right? So hold up. He don't consider Anthony Joshua black, right? Obviously. AJ knows he's black. No, he's not black American. He knows he's black. You so for the black people that you sat here, 7'8" and all them, saying Wilder was the best heavyweight, Fury, a white man, was the second best heavyweight. Yeah. Joshua was like number 3. Yeah. Remember, y'all said that. And you know what's funny? Not one of these motherfuckers put Luis Ortiz, and they said Dillian White number 4. They ain't put Luis Ortiz up in there. The only time they tried to do that shit is when he fought Wilder, because he hurt Wilder and was winning the rounds, and Wilder finally knocked him out. And then they always talk about how AJ didn't want to fight Luis Ortiz, which was bullshit because they sent the contract and he didn't want to fight him. He fought Wilder instead, y'all. And that's facts. This is not Eddie saying this shit. No, this is facts. So that being the case, right? Then all of a sudden they want to put Luis Ortiz in there, saying Luis Ortiz is number 3, AJ like number 4, Dillian White's like number 5, and when he lost to Ruiz, they completely tried to take AJ out of it, and all this kind of stuff, right? And you want to know why they can't pull that shit about, oh man, he ain't black, he's what you call it? He's from the UK. Why? Because for one, Rigondeaux also is not a black American. But look at how Dante, look at how 7'8" Sports go to bat for him when they were saying, oh, they put Rigondeaux in with Lomachenko because Lomachenko is bigger than him and Rigondeaux's old and they wanted the white boy to beat the black dude. Okay, so all of a sudden Rigondeaux, he think he's black American? Huh? You think Rigondeaux will put your black American ass over his people from where he from? You think that's the case? Oh yeah, man, I see you the same way I see Cubans or wherever the hell he's from. But you understand? Nah. So it goes for AJ, but not Rigondeaux. This is what I'm telling y'all. And this is the type of shit that y'all hear. So I'm bringing this shit out to y'all. Because I want y'all to understand all the fake news out there, falsehoods, we got to bring the truth out. Our numbers are smaller than these other channels. They're bigger. That's okay. I'm always standing on the truth. You know how many things I could have done in my life where I could be a fucking super, like, multi-millionaire right now, but I can't sell myself. I'm good. Me and my family's great. We thankfully, we're doing very well. But I'm not one of these people. I'm not a hoe. You can't pimp me. So I'm always going to stand for what's right. Now, if Wilder, y'all heard what the guy said, that he tried to commit suicide, and Malik Scott caught him, found him, and whatever, and they went to the hospital and all, whatever. You see the guy break down in tears, having a conversation about somebody that he come out and say, I don't even know him like that. And you in tears because this man ain't going to never know what it's like to be a father and all this other shit. And fuck you crying for? And this was after he knocked out Hellenius. This dude's head is not right, man. And I've been saying that shit for the longest. So for all of y'all saying he don't have mental health issues or he never had mental health issues, don't y'all feel real stupid right now when out of his mouth he said he had mental health issues? After his man sat there and denied all of it, after Blue Blood, Dante, all these other fucking 7'8", all them jump on there trying to defend this dude. Who the hell do y'all think just have nothing better to do with their time and lie like y'all do? That's why y'all have a fucking group, bunch of grown-ass 40-something, 50-something-year-old grown-ass men sitting up here forming little groups and twitching their fingers up and all this shit on pictures and all that. This is what people do. And it's like, bro, misery loves company. Birds of a feather flock together. Simple. And that's all you see. So, I'm glad I came across this video. And I feel like people are getting tired too of all the lies being told. It's like they got fed up with Fury shit. And you see the difference? I can't say for sure because I'm not around Tyson Fury. But I won't be shocked if somebody in Fury's camp advised him, Fury, you need to lay low. You see what happened with Ngannou? It's going to be a constant distraction because people, everywhere you go, the camera's going to be in your face asking you about Ngannou. They're going to get on your nerves. You're going to get, and you see, Fury was getting frustrated in the buildup of the fight. And you haven't heard much of nothing from Fury. Yeah, that's what he should be doing. See, and that's my point. That's what Wilder should be doing. You said you stayed ready, you stayed in shape. Remember they said that before? Yeah, champ in shape, and they showed them old pictures, like I said. Then all of a sudden, the same dude comes out and say, champ, when the Wilder comes out, does an interview, and says, tell you the truth, I ain't even been training. Past couple of months. Wait, your dude just said here like 2 weeks ago. He said the past like 3 months or something like that. Your dude just said here like 2 weeks ago. And said, you in top shape, you ready, you been training. And then he comes out and makes his man look stupid talking about he ain't been training for like the past 3 months. That came out of his mouth. And y'all still sitting there like a bunch of hoes. Yeah, but we got to stay bent over in case, so whenever he ready to go in, champ don't have to ask because we just bend over and spread him at all times and just wait for him to go up. Because this is what y'all do, man. I've never seen nothing like this, man. I mean, honestly, yeah, Tupac, Bruce Lee, I could say, yeah. People like that, they get that kind of treatment. Pacquiao, they can do no wrong. Nothing about them is ever wrong. Nothing about them, nothing. They're perfect human beings. They're better than your mother, your father, your kids. They're better than you. Y'all worship these people. I'm not an AJ fan. I'm nobody's fan. I like him as a fighter, and I respect that he does put positive principles and morals out there. And I like the fact that he's not the type of person that I'm going to kick you when you down. You don't ever hear this man bringing up Wilder or nobody. It's always the interviewer. And what do you want me to say? How do you beat Wilder? Hey, look, praying, training, believing. You never hear him just, Wilder's this, what? You never. So this man, now, let me remind y'all, this man, jumped on video telling his kids and saying to the camera that he can't wait to go see his kids. He loves them. He's full of joy, full of cheer. He's still happy and all, right? That's what he said. Just to end up from Saturday night to today, Tuesday, him talking all this shit, jumping on 7-8 Sports, making up lies, fabricating shit. So, yeah, nobody else in the room heard AJ say that he's planning on retiring so he don't have to fight him. Yeah, him and her just sitting there talking, and that's somebody in his camp heard them say, man, this dude is so full of shit, man. And the funny thing about it is, AJ been saying for the longest, from the time we heard that they was trying to get Urkovich versus AJ for the IBF title, and that was if Usyk and Fury decide to have a rematch. So whoever wins, Urkovich is not going to step aside. So they wanted to put him in there. Y'all know the story, but so what the hell is he talking about? And yeah, he said if we have a choice to fight Wilder or for a fight for the belt, he said his choice is the belt. I want to be a 3-time champion. Okay, how is that ducking Wilder? Stupid. They can fight, and it'll be a championship fight. Put a little more prestige in it. How's that ducking him? So basically, AJ's supposed to let Wilder. He's supposed to let Wilder dictate what he does and how things go. Wilder still think he was never no mega star. Never, at no point. He's never sold a stadium out anywhere. He can't. His pay-per-view numbers suck. So, with all that being said, for Anthony Joshua right now, he's hot again. People are like, whoa, they want to see him in Usyk now. Yo, this AJ looking like he'll beat Usyk. That motherfucker's punching fast and hard. Yeah, and I told you, it wasn't his lack of physicality. It's his belief in himself. His confidence was shaken. When you're not confident, that's why I say, when you look at somebody like Ali and look at him beating guys like Foreman and Liston, this motherfucker Liston cheated, put liniment on his gloves. Probably had his hair too, or whatever, but got in Ali's eyes. You understand what I'm saying? And Angelo Dundee said Ali was saying, yo, cut the gloves off. I can't see. That this guy got something in my eyes. Angelo told him, nah, man, it's the big time. You don't cut no gloves off, right? And he told him, look, just go out and run until you get your eyes and just run. And he's putting water, trying to do everything. And Ali got in there, move. And you notice. And let me tell you how you can see that you know Liston know what he did. Look how aggressive Liston got after that, when that next round started. He was trying to get Ali out of there. He know what he did. He know what the fuck he did. And what happens? It didn't work. Ali recovered and start tearing his ass up once again. And this motherfucker sat there like, man, this motherfucker ain't human, man. You think if Ali didn't have the belief in himself like he did, he would be able to do the things he did? You think any real fighter, any elite fighter, you see how people talk about, yo, man, Jordan was a dog, man. That motherfucker, Jordan ain't playing that shit. He ain't like losing. Okay, so do you think that the Bulls would have three-peated 2 times if Jordan was some little soft bitch telling them, hey, man, don't worry about it, man, good try, we get him next time, and they in there playing like they don't want to win? Nah, Jordan was in their asses. That's why they were so successful. It wasn't just what he did on the court, but the fact he letting them know, he chewing them out. And then he embarrassed them in one-on-ones and all that. He letting them know, hey, man, I'm not here to lose. Simple. Or you think Bulls fans would rather be like, oh, well, we got 1 championship or no championships because Jordan was a hell of a nice guy. That's what I'm telling y'all. So, if this guy tried to commit suicide, I wouldn't be shocked. He tried to do it before. And that's why I let y'all hear this shit. Because, yeah, and when I said it before, I know shit. I don't give a fuck what you didn't see. I know what the fuck I saw, stupid ass. I'm going to see and just make this shit up. And that's why I be telling people off, because people be saying some dumb shit. It's one thing if you saying, Aries, I never seen that. What channel was that? Or where'd you get that? No problem. I can tell you where, whatever. And if I don't remember something because I'm talking about it like afterwards, that could be one thing. But no, I have receipts. I'm not going to. And one thing, you don't ever have to question Aries' integrity or his honesty. I get nothing out of making up lies to people, man. For what? I gain nothing from this. Nothing. You sitting up here making lies. So at the end of the day, y'all, look. We'll see what unfolds. See, everybody doing all this talk making excuses for Wilder. Everybody trying to tell you, and there's even like these so-called boxing experts that sit there and tell you who's going to win, why, and how, right? It's no problem that you have your own opinion. But again, they all going to try to tell you that it's definite. It's this, is that. But like I said, they all eating crow now. And now they want to try to find fault in what Wilder should have been doing. Bruh, let me explain something to you. If you, Tim Bradley, Teddy Atlas, all these people, if you guys was in Joshua's corner, would you be sitting there telling him, yo, man, if this dude hits you, it's over? Or would you be trying to pump him up? What the fuck y'all think Ben Davison is doing? What do you think Anthony Joshua is focusing on? So when they say things like that, I'm like, man, let's listen to y'all, man. Okay? That's why I said, if I was in Wilder's corner, I'm letting them know, bro, you need, like, his game plan and what I would, but that's the point. If he don't listen, I'm out. I'm not going to sit here and let you do dumb shit, knowing damn well it's not working. And I know, yeah, you've gotten away with this so far, but it's going to catch up to you. You need to get your skills up. There's no reason for you to not do it. Never. You want a belt, okay, cool. It's like your kid get an A on a test, and then all of a sudden the kid feel like, I don't have to study no more. I know everything. Then, then he start failing because his ego got too big. No, you have to constantly study. You have to constantly train. And I be telling them, man, you can't fight going backwards. We need to work on that. Going forward, you're too predictable. You've been able to catch guys with the right hand and get them out. What happens if you can't? I wish that motherfucker would tell me, man, ain't nobody could take my... Motherfucker, are you stupid? You can't sit here and have a fighter thinking one way, being one-dimensional. James Kirkland was like that. And Wolf used to get frustrated telling him what to do in the corner. And this motherfucker sit there like he hear it, but he just wouldn't do it. Why? He just didn't have it in him to do so. Look at how it backfired on Errol Spence. What did Errol Spence say? Errol Spence said, I could box and jab, move and all that, but that's boring to me. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even get it in, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, right. People gonna respect that and then hoorah about it. But what happens when you get in there with somebody that really know how to box? That can nullify your shit. What did Terrence Crawford do? Spence showed he had heart because he never stopped trying. But bottom line, Even when he fought Sean Porter, he said Sean Porter got the kind of style that even if you wanted to box, he make you brawl. Nah, that was a sign of weakness. You know why people didn't catch that? Because they like Showtime Sean Porter. He giving them props. No, it's not about trying to take props from him. You're showing us that you don't have the levels that you need to fight any style and win. Yeah. I'm pretty sure myself and so many other people could have showed him what to do to win. But when you got a guy talking about that's boring to him, and okay. Yeah. Now look at his situation. You don't think that Errol Spence is going through some type of depression himself? This motherfucker ain't on social media no more. You don't see him in the gym training. Not saying he's not in the gym. I don't know. I just keep seeing weird pictures here and there, and none of it is in the gym. And I keep getting these false pictures again. Like his hair not even like that no more. And they keep all this shit they keep doing, showing old pictures and lying, trying to get, clickbait. Well, what I'm saying, maybe he has lost his fire. Maybe Terrence Crawford beat the confidence out of him. Let's be real, y'all. Let's be real. We can sit here right now. I challenge y'all. Go watch Otto Wallin versus Fury. And look at that fight. You know how y'all like to say, "Oh man, if that was Wild in there with AJ the night he fought Andy Ruiz, he got knocked out." Possibly, But at the same time, like y'all said, right? Just because Parker beat Wilder don't mean that AJ can. And they always come that lame Styles make fights. Yeah, motherfucker, we know that. Stop with that. That's just overkill. Y'all keep killing that damn comment, that little phrase, Styles make fight. Yeah, we know that. But you know what pissed people off? Because Parker already lost to AJ. So what the fuck are you trying to say? You know he can beat Parker. He did it already. And they talk about he struggled. What you mean? It was a great fight. Okay, he struggled with Parker. Okay, you don't call what Wilder did a struggle? That motherfucker ain't win one round. Yeah, him and Parker had a good fight. And that's when Parker was at his best. This is when Parker was champion. Parker is not the same dude. And this is how poor and pitiful, of a fighter that Deontay Wilder is. I told you, when you get up against different styles, your tactics have to be different. But when you just try to fight everybody the same way, and now that shit ain't working, yeah, you get frustrated. He talking about he got a strong mind. You got a strong mind, you tried to take your life. You call AJ mentally weak, but you sitting here crying, talking about y'all don't understand what we go through and the mental health issues that we go through. But you sitting here trying to make fun of a man when he was down. And now that you got your ass kicked, your delusional ass is sitting up here trying to laugh it off and make it like it was nothing. Guess what, though? This same story that's on Boxing Zone right now, when it gets out and other people start talking about it, you know what's going to happen? Yeah, people going to start looking into it. And when they start looking into it, you know what's going to happen? His minions is always going to take his side and lie for him. I don't know if it happened or not. I wasn't there, but y'all heard the same thing that I just heard. Aries don't make up shit. See, I could have told y'all what I heard. Some of these channels be getting on, like little bitches want to try to, oh man, you use my clip. Fuck you, man. Like, you want to flag your video and all, and complain because you used a clip and all that little bullshit, and all it was the audio. Ain't like I showed you pictures of video. But anyway, at the end of the day, y'all heard what I heard. So my whole thing, what I'm saying to you, same with Fury. When Fury was talking all of this shit about he was fighting obesity and mental health issues and depression, right? But he's same thing, calling AJ mentally weak, trying to make fun of him. He's like, Nasa, he's this, he's right. That's my point. So if somebody is having mental health issues in your eyes, they're mentally weak, they're not in a good space, but you want to fight the motherfucker because now you think it's the time to get him because he ain't right. And he got too much pride to not take the fight. What kind of man are you? You're a coward. Bottom line. And that's what you said, right? So he got mental health issues. Y'all mean to tell me y'all get offended because people make fun of your stupid, skinny, long-legged, flamingo-looking Deontay Wilder for twerking and talking about he want to experience having a baby? But y'all okay with him talking about somebody being mentally weak and laughing at them and all? But then when his ass is the butt of the jokes, now y'all crying. Y'all probably be sitting there, when he was crying on the video, all his been 7-8 sports were probably touching the screen crying. Deontay. Probably had tissue wiping the screen, trying to wipe the tears off his eyes and everything. Y'all sit here and meat ride these guys, man, and then act like they can do no wrong. You have nothing ever. Think about it. They never have nothing negative to say. And it's nothing about being negative. They always want to try to make the pros more than what they are, but they act like there's no cons at all. But any little thing that they see in somebody else or they make up about somebody else, they want to drive that shit. Like Blue Blood said one time in one of his videos, we control the narrative. Y'all don't control shit except for your minions. Nobody cares. They can believe what they want, but that shit is not helping this man. It's hurting him because he don't feel the need to change. So basically, let me tell y'all something. He talking all this brotherhood shit with Malik Scott. If this motherfucker gets stressed out enough, he'll blame Malik and be like, man, you not training me right. I'm going to replace you with another yes man because he don't want a trainer. He want a water boy, like I said before. Give my child, nigga. Give my water, nigga. Turn that music up, Nick. That's what he wants. Come hold a mitts for me. That's what he does. So if he tried to take his life, if Malik Scott ran in and whatever they saying, hey, so what, jumping on 7-8 Sports support? Oh, man, I see it. Wilder was on 7-8. He was chilling. No, he wasn't chilling. He couldn't even answer questions. Motherfucker saying he ain't got no teeth in his mouth. He's stressing himself out. And y'all talking about the man never had mental health issues. He never said this. He never said that. Well, I just played it for y'all. Very beginning of the video. So, yeah. And then there's always somebody that never heard your channel. They get to see things and see the truth. And then they get to research. So, yeah. And I tell you, like I said, I gave this is Boxing Zone video. All right? So, black and red logo, Boxing Zone. Okay? Boxing with the B is capital, Z with the zone is capital. And like I said, the video is like 13 minutes and something long. Yeah, man. Go check it out. Because I'm going to check it out as soon as I stop this video. Anyway, y'all, I just wanted to get that out. You know, and I wanted to make it known, you know, like, just like example, when he sat there and said he ain't got no beef with Fury and none of that, and you know what I'm saying, like, he ain't got no problem with Fury, right? That means he don't need to talk about him no more. But again, you make peace with the white man that you said tried to kill you. Here's a black man, he never did nothing to you. Somehow, you keep bringing him up. You was happy when AJ lost to Ruiz, and you laughed about it. It showed. You was tweeting all the time. You kept saying a bunch of dumb shit. Now you saying that he's happy because you lost because he didn't want to fight you. Man, you turned down 120 million. Bottom line, you turned down multiple offers. You turned down 7 million, 12 million, 120 million. You turned it down when you was making way lower than that. And this came out of his mouth. The funny thing is, nothing I'm saying is me assuming. This all came out of his mouth and Finkel's mouth. But somehow, Aries is making it up. Every other channel is making it up when they point things out that works against this guy's favor. And bottom line, y'all, you know, y'all can put people up on pedestals like y'all do. Call them king, champ. Probably be sitting there drawing pictures. Y'all probably got Deontay Wilder on your wallpaper. Don't even have your wife and kids on it. You got a grown ass man on your damn wall screensaver on your phone. Y'all be doing all that goofy shit. Aries don't get down with that. I'm not into not nobody's fucking fan. That's why when people say that shit, and if I say, man, fuck AJ, I'm not saying I'm nobody's fan. I don't take it personal. If AJ would have gotten knocked out by Waleed, I'd have been like, well, that fight ain't happening. You understand what I'm saying? What am I going to get upset for? Only if I got money on it. Even if I do. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and bet enough where I'm going to break my bank or hurt my family or nothing. I'm not a gambler like that. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, at the end of the day, it's just a situation where I wanted y'all to see where the source came from, what I'm repeating, and when people deny shit, like I said, they've been lying to you guys for years. I got nothing to gain out of making up shit, no kind of way. So, I'm going to look and see what happens. I'm going to look and see who else is talking about this video, because I'm pretty sure, like, this video right now has 2,220 views. So, yeah, there's other people that have seen it, and they're going to talk about it. But yeah, you know, and see, all of this trying to connect with the people and make them feel sorry for all this kind of shit. Yeah, now he's obsessed with talking about AJ. All these fanboys, all his day, AJ. Yeah, y'all was the ones crossing y'all fingers, hoping that AJ lost, because y'all didn't want that fight. Wilder fans was never really that confident that Wilder could beat AJ. They never really were. And the fact of the matter is, when Wilder was talking about, like, he ain't worried about AJ, man, he didn't want to finish, and basically saying, like, when he made that, when he was saying, he went from saying it ain't a matter of when, if, but when. He went from saying that to, it ain't about winning because it ain't going to happen, so don't wait for it. He said that shit. And they still was rocking with him. And his excuse when they, what happened? Man, these motherfuckers, they don't want to fight, man. They say one thing and do another. Like what? What happened? Man, they don't want to fight, man. You know what I'm saying? One thing about me, you know what I'm saying? I fight anybody, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Alabama, boy. And he starts talking, and never answer what the fuck you ask him. That's what he says. Give me 1 second. Okay, I was trying to find a video when he made that comment about he's never gonna fight Joshua, like, so don't look for it because it ain't happening, right? But okay. Anyway, I don't want to wait too long because then this thing stops recording and I gotta piece the videos up. Okay. Now, check this out, y'all. Wilder also at the end of the fight said he thought he won, and he raised his hand. People say he never said he won, he thought he won. Yes, he did. Dude asked him. Now I'm about to shut you up again. He asked him, did he think he did enough to win? He said yes. He was raising his hand at the end of the fight. But you see, and I do this because y'all talk too much shit. Here we go. Let's listen to what he says.
Deontay, when that final bell rang, it seemed like you felt you did enough to get the win, did you?
Yeah, I did, but my timing was off a little bit.
Yeah, I did.
And big ups to Joseph. He did a great job avoiding a lot of my punches. We make no excuses tonight. You know what I mean? It was a good fight, and we move on to the next thing.
What went wrong for you out there? You said your timing was off. You've been inactive, except for one round over the last 2 years. Do you think that played a part in this?
It could have, but we're not going to base it off of that. We're just going to go in. We did what we did, and we move on to the next. You know what I mean? We live to see another day, and that's what it's all about. And just ready to go home to my children, you know what I mean, and love all over them.
You've seen a lot of Joseph Parker over the years. What was your strategy coming into this fight? Because it felt like you wanted to move a lot more than we've seen you move in the past.
Yeah, most definitely, just to stay calm and throw a couple of jabs and set up the right hand and stuff like that. Like I said, time was off a little bit. He did a good job avoiding and ducking and stuff like that. I did feel like I had the upper hand, but things happen. Like I said, you move on to the next thing. Today is my daughter's birthday, so inshallah that I make it and see her. And like I said, we move on to the next step.
There was a lot of talk during the week about you and Anthony Joshua. Was that in any way a distraction for you coming into this fight?
Just a little bit. It's a lot of talk about different things, but we're making no excuses tonight, man. It was a great crowd. I enjoyed being here in Riyadh, baby. Thank you guys for coming out and supporting the card, and we'll be back for sure.
Said you'll be back. I know you want to go home and spend time with your family over the holidays, but at 38, do you still want to be in this game? Do you want to rebuild? How do you want to approach your career?
We'll see what happens. We have a little bit more left, and but I've done a great job with managing my money, investing, and I'm a happy fighter. You know what I'm saying? We go in here and do what we do, and we go home and leave and spread love to the family and all our loved ones, and on to the next.